Hey guys, welcome to my video for today. If you have not been to my channel yet, my name is Janely Figueroa. I'm a personal trainer and I like to make videos on pretty much anything and everything from reviews to challenges to just fitness tips and workouts. Today I thought we would make a video on fitness, something fitness related, because my last video was on a wig review and I kind of want to do like one-in-one just because fitness is still a bigger part of my channel, or at least that's what I want it to be. So anywho, today we're going to be talking about a big topic, something I always get asked about, and that is cellulite. So I'm going to try to keep it relatively quick, relatively simple. I figured first we would go around and explain what cellulite was. So that's simple. Cellulite is fat, just plain fat, okay? Usually you will see more women complaining about cellulite than men, not because we're self-conscious, that's what I used to think it was, but really if you look at it, men do have less cellulite than women do. It actually has to do with our bands that connect our fat and our tissue. They are different in men and women. So men actually have crisscross bands. I'll put up a picture up on the screen so you guys can see that connect the fat and the tissue. Theirs is also a lot thicker, and therefore when they do have that fat, it doesn't protrude as much as women's, who are actually vertical, and we actually have less of those bands while men have more. And now for the simple question, how can we get rid of fat? That depends on a few simple things. How lean are you willing to get? How lean do you want to get? And what kind of lifestyle you're trying to keep up. So that's the first thing, I guess. It depends on your body type. I'm not saying these in order, I'm just saying what comes to my mind. And where you lose your fat. So we all know some people gain their fat up on their arms first, some people gain it on their belly first, some people gain it on their lower half first. It really all just depends on body type. And that's why I hate when people in the fitness industry try to preach something and say that everybody has to do something a certain way. This isn't gonna work for anybody, blah, 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 because fitness is just, everybody's bodies are different, but nothing's gonna be the same for everybody, you know? So because cellulite is body fat, to lower that body fat, what do you have to do? You have to lower your caloric intake, okay? I'm not saying drastically bring it down to the freaking floor, just lower it. You're gonna have to play with your macros, adjust your carbs. I'm not saying completely get rid of carbs. I'm not saying completely diminish fats. Actually, fats might even help you. So that's where I'm saying this is where it depends on what your body is like. So what I like to do when I play with my macros, I'll make another video on how to do macros. But for the most part, I play around with a specific set of macros, like a percentage of carbs, fats, and proteins for a few weeks, see how that feels for me. If it's not working, I'll change it for another few weeks. So pretty much if your body reacts really well to carbs, you don't want to lower them too much. Maybe you want to lower your fats more. If your body reacts worse to carbs and fats, then you're probably going to have higher fats and lower carbs. Either way, don't diminish any of these three because protein, fats, and carbs are all essential to live that healthy lifestyle. I know there are people who do paleo, keto, whatever, but I'm not saying those don't work, but I'm just saying in the sense, like, if you are someone who still eats all of these things, you're not following one specific diet like that, you don't ever want to diminish something completely. Another thing you're going to want to do when you're trying to reduce or diminish cellulite is HIIT. So HIIT is just high intensity training. It's cardio but done super fast. I love HIIT because you're done with it super fast. Like, you can literally do a 15-minute session and burn as many calories as you would in a 1 hour just because you're going so fast. Your heart rate is going through the roof and you're just burning a lot of fat, a lot of calories. Last but definitely not least, you need to lift. You want to tighten that skin to prevent it from sagging and loosing and even making a worse effect than the cellulite would give you. You need to lift and tighten that skin up. Tone doesn't exist, but you know, when you build muscle, it'll give you that toned look, you know, and yeah, so I'd say those are 4 things that you really need to incorporate if you're trying to lose cellulite. On your journey in trying to lose cellulite, you have to remember every body type is different and it depends on where you lose your fat. So Some people, like I said earlier, they'll gain it on their arms. I instantly gained fat on my arms, on the back of my arms and my back. Some people will gain their fat on their lower half though, and some people will gain it on their midsection. And for those who gain it on their lower half, which is where cellulite usually comes out to play more, it is harder for them to get rid of cellulite. I actually still have cellulite. When I was very, very lean, I didn't have too much cellulite, so I think that's just how my body is. I don't have to get to a super, super lean state to lose my cellulite. However, there have been some people that literally are competition body fat level ready. They are super lean and they will still just barely be able to get rid of their cellulite for show day. And as soon as they get back to eating their normal foods, they gain that cellulite back. And it's not even that they're going back to eating unhealthy. They're going back to eating their healthy, regular meals a day. They're still exercising. That's just how their body is. Their body just has cellulite on their legs. It doesn't mean they're not fit. It doesn't mean they're doing something wrong. They're not bad trainers. They're not bad clients, whatever. They're just, that's their body. Do I believe you can usually diminish cellulite? Yeah, you can probably, if you're gonna binge eat a bunch of bad foods, you're obviously gonna create more cellulite. And then if you cleaned that up, even if you have cellulite, it's gonna be less than what you would have had if you were just not caring about what you're putting in your body and how much exercise you're doing. But yeah, it all just depends. So that's why when someone says you can never get rid of cellulite, if you have cellulite, you will always have it, you can't diminish it, that is you. That is completely wrong. Like I said before, yes, right now I have more cellulite because I'm not at a super low body fat percentage. And then, yes, I still had it when I was super lean, just barely recovered from my anorexia lean. I still had cellulite, but obviously it was less than I have it now. So you can't tell me that I can't reduce cellulite, because if you're reducing fat, you are gonna reduce that cellulite. And then there's the other side of the spectrum where I've seen personal trainers kind of like bringing down other trainers for having cellulite. There's not one thing of cellulite living on here, like, by my plan, I will get you 0 cellulite. It's possible, don't let them tell you it's not, because that is, like I said, a completely other side of the spectrum. Round it all up, you can get rid of some of it. Really depends on your body type, how much you can get rid of, and how long, how hard it's gonna take. Depends on your body type yet again. Just learn to love yourself regardless. You know, if you're living a healthy lifestyle, you're doing exercise, you're happy, who cares about a little bit of cellulite on your legs? It really does not matter. And if people are really giving a shit about little dimples on your legs, then you don't want those people in your life anyway. And they probably, this is gonna sound shallow, but they probably do look worse than you anyway. So that is it for today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below per usual, DM me, send me an email. All the ways you can reach me will be down below, up here on the video, whatever. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys soon.